No, I just invented a new capsule. I'm about to send it into space.
It's pretty funny for a mother. You know who's a good cook, too? Richard's mother. Well, not as good as you, of course, but who is?
Thank you.
She's a nice woman, Mrs. Harrison, isn't she?
Oh, she's very nice.
You know something? I'll bet if you and Papa had to go out of town for, say, a weekend, you couldn't take me with you. I'll bet she'd invite me to stay with them.
Probably. Mrs. Harrison is a very kind-hearted and generous woman.
Mm-hmm. The only other person I know who's more kind-hearted and generous is you. That's why when I heard Mr. and Mrs. Harrison were going out of town for a week, I invited Richard to stay with us.
Now, just a minute.
Mom, you can't go back on your promise.
What promise?
I gave Mrs. Harrison your word that you'd love to have Richard stay with us.
You gave my word?
Mom, when a woman as kind-hearted and generous as Mrs. Harrison would let me stay in her house for a whole week, the least we can do is reciprocate.
Meet Kathy, who lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair. But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bookends, different as night and day.
Where Kathy adores a minuet,
the ballet russe and crepe Suzette. Our Patty loves her rock and roll, the hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet. Still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.
I got the cot.
Oh, good. The Kentners had an extra blanket.
Let me ask you something. Do you really think it's a good idea, Richard staying with us?
Who had a chance to think? I was so dazzled by your daughter's logic, I was happy to quit while I was ahead, before she talked me into adopting him.
He can blind you with footwork.
Oh, well, it'll all work out. It's only for a week.
Hi, Mrs. Lane. Hi, Mr. Lane.
Hello, Richard. Patty, Richard's here.
Well, welcome to the harem.
Harem? That's a good one. That's because there's so many women around, huh?
You get a wonderful sense of humor, Richard. It'll be a real joy having you here this week.
Hi, Rich.
Hi.
We got you set up in Ross's room.
Hey, that's great.
Oh, let me help you with that, Joe. What do you got in that thing?
Oh, just some clothes, my shaving equipment, and my weights.
Weights?
Yeah, for developing his muscles.
Thanks. I knew they weren't for developing his mind.
Don't worry about these weights, Mr. Lane. I'll be as quiet as a mouse with them.
Sure.
Forget it, Kath.
Ross, what are you doing up so late?
I've been trying to get in there for hours.
Kathy, all through? All through? I haven't even started. Richard's more of a bathroom hog than you are. Oh, that's part of his physical fitness program. First he takes a cold shower to stimulate his blood, then he takes a hot shower to calm him down, then he takes a cold shower to tone up his muscles, then he takes a hot shower to make him sleepy. You're joking. No. What's wrong with a person wanting to be clean? Well, nothing. Only aren't you afraid he'll drown?
Oh, hi, girls. Traffic getting a little jammed up here?
Oh, no, Papa. We were just talking about Esther Williams.
How's Richard getting along so far?
Just fine. He was telling me how much he enjoyed Mom's dinner.
Well, we certainly enjoyed watching him eat it. Last time I saw food disappear that fast was in a magic act.
It may interest you to know that in some countries, if a guest leaves anything on his plate, it's considered an insult.
Well, in that case, he's got a fine future ahead of him as a diplomat.
Well, either Richard is finished or the reservoirs run dry.
Nothing like a bunch of showers to make a guy feel sleepy.
Oh, You go ahead, Patty. No, Kathy, that's okay. After all, Richard is my guest. No, you go ahead. No, go on, really. Look, if anybody has to be inconvenienced, it should be me.
Ross? 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 Are you awake, Ross?
No.
Now that we're both awake, why don't we talk about something?
What about?
Oh, I don't know. We can think of something to talk about. Did you hear that bugle? It's funny you should mention that. Did I ever tell you about my cousin Fred?
Who?
The one in the Marines. Boy, is he in great shape. Rugged, you know what I mean? He's in such great shape, you could hit him in the stomach with a sledgehammer, and he wouldn't even feel it.
What's he doing blowing a bugle at this time of night?
And you know why he's in such great shape? Now, get a load of this. He never sleeps on a mattress. None of the guys in his company do. Even when they're in camp, they sleep on the floor. Now, what do you think of that?
Oh, I think it's a great idea. But I'm going to be an atomic scientist, and they all sleep in nice, soft beds like this one. Good night,
Okay, you sleepy heads, you better get with it. You're gonna be late for school.
What was that? Where? Either the house is on fire or Richard is awake. Well, sure makes a good alarm clock, doesn't it? Oh, yes. Every night before we go to bed, we can wind him up, pull out his tongue, and he'll go off at the crack of dawn.
Morning, Mrs. Lane.
Morning, Twinkle Toes.
Huh?
What would you like for breakfast, Richard?
Oh, don't go to any trouble for me. Just some juice and milk will be fine.
Don't be silly. I can't send you to school on an empty stomach. How about some hot cakes? Batter's ready.
Well, if it's ready, I wouldn't want it to go to waste.
But why do we have to pick up after Richard? We don't. I do. It's part of my deal with Mom. I never thought it possible, but he's even sloppier than Ross. Oh, come on, Kathy. Boys are not supposed to be neat. And besides, it only looks sloppier because Richard's clothes are bigger.
Boy, Mrs. Lane, I sure love those hotcakes. But the bacon and eggs were great.
Well, I'm glad we didn't have to worry about them going to waste.
I better get my things together.
Are you sure that'll hold you until lunch?
I'll pick up a couple of candy bars on the way to school. I'm gonna get my books.
Okay. Good morning, Mom. Boy, would I like some hotcakes.
I'm sure you would.
Good morning, Aunt Natalie. I'd like some bacon and eggs. They smell delicious.
I'm afraid the smell is all you get, Kathy. Richard didn't leave much else.
Oh, well, that's a great compliment, Mom. It shows how much he enjoys your cooking.
Oh, believe me, I'm flattered. But until I can stock up again, why don't you two have breakfast out this morning? It'll make a nice change.
All right, thank you.
Don't bother giving me any money, Nat. I'll eat breakfast here.
Guess again, Mr. Hubbard, the cupboard is bare.
Richard?
It was like an invasion, the appetite from outer space.
That's not fair. Richard's a growing boy. He burns up a lot of energy.
Say that again.
Good morning, Mr. Lane. Are you going to be long, Patty?
No, we're ready right now.
Oh, you kids sure ain't fast. Well, let's go.
Have a good day. Goodbye. Isn't he too much? I mean, now, where else are you going to find a house guest like that? Bye.
Careful, sir. My husband may be home any moment.
So what's all this stuff?
Oh, I had a gay mad fling at the supermarket, stocking up on some of Richard's favorite foods.
His favorite foods?
Anything edible.
You know, Natalie, I think you're right.
About what?
We have been invaded. Richard is a Martian.
Do you think that's the answer?
It's war on a fiendish scale. They're going to eat us into submission.
Terrible way for the world to end.
I'll get him to stop. Richard, will you please?
I'll get him to stop, Papa.
Natalie, why don't you put that where it'll be safe?
Oh, no. It's become a game, and I am determined not to lose.
See? I got him to stop jumping.
Good.
He's working with his barbells now. They don't make so much noise.
Good. That'll help his appetite. He's wasting away.
Oh, we got a card from Richard's folks this morning. They're having a wonderful time.
Wish I was there.
Well, let's just say I lost the game. One moment, please. I'll call him. Richard! Long distance.
Thanks a lot, Mrs. Lane.
Hold it, Nat.
Huh?
There's nothing to save.
I keep forgetting.
Hello? Oh, hi, Mom. Oh, wow. We're having a ball. No, I won't forget. When are you coming home? Well, I want to warn you. You may not be able to get me back. The Lanes might not let me go. They're crazy about me. Yeah, sure. Okay. Bye for now. That was my mom.
Oh,
I didn't know we were going out.
we're not. I am.
You mean you've got a date with somebody else?
Well, why the big flap, Richard? You know I date other fellas.
Yeah, sure, and I date other girls, but not while I'm at your house.
Richard, I made this date a long time ago before you ever got here.
Oh, what difference does that make? I'm your guest.
Well, if you're going to be that flaky about it, I suppose I can break it.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, break it.
You are the most inconsiderate, selfish person I have ever met.
Well, what am I supposed to do here by myself?
Do whatever you please. Look, don't think of yourself as a guest. Think of yourself as one of the family. Good night. I mean it, Freddie. If you like poetry, you'll absolutely flip for this book. It's a collection of the lyrics from all the Beatle albums. It's... Richard!
Well, well, I didn't realize it was that late already.
What do you think you're doing?
Come on in and sit down and make yourself comfortable. How have you been, Freddie?
Okay.
Richard!
We haven't seen you around here lately, young fella. I guess school's been keeping you kind of busy, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Richard!
Well, the only way to get ahead is get the nose down to the old grindstone. I remember when...
Richard, Aren't you getting a little tired?
Tired? Heck no, Patty. Tomorrow's Saturday, and I... Oh, you two want to be alone. Well, I guess maybe I am getting a little tired. Don't stay up too late, you two. Oh, those kids.
I'll go get you that book. I want to hold your hand. You know, Freddie, it's so refreshing to meet someone who digs intellectual.
Well, you know, most of the girls I meet, they're interested in stuff like, well, fluff.
Yeah. I guess I must be the old-fashioned type. I like sitting home in front of the fireplace and listening to great music or watching a good horror movie on TV.
Boy, you got soul. The first time I saw you, I said to myself, boy.
Go right ahead, kids. Don't let me interrupt.
What were you saying, Freddie, about the first time you saw me?
Oh, yeah. The first time I saw you, I said to myself,
You kids want something to eat?
No! Thank you. Go on, Freddie.
huh? Where was I?
The first time you saw me, you said to yourself...
The first time I saw you, I said to myself, I don't remember what I said.
It started with, boy.
Oh, yeah. The first time I saw you, I said to myself, boy.
Now, don't pay any attention to me, kids. Just pretend I'm not here.
You know, maybe I better take off. I mean, it's getting kind of late.
Later than some people think. I'll see you to the door.
Leaving already, Freddie?
Yeah.
Well, now that you know where we are, don't be a stranger.
Thanks a lot.
I had a wonderful time, Freddie. Thank you.
I'll call you tomorrow, Pat.
Okay, bye.
Oh, wait a minute, Patty. Calm down. You said I was a guest, right? I'm family. Patty, you're not listening.
I was just bringing it to you. Good night.
Sorry about that. I dropped my shot put.
Oh, that's all right, Richard.
I'm going down to practice now.
Fine. See you later.
Well, he may not be too bright, but he's clumsy.
Stop. What do you think Ross is going to be like in a few years?
You trying to get me to leave home?
Let's see. How long's Richard been here?
6 months? Or does it just seem that long? Hey, wait a minute. He got here last Saturday. That means he leaves tomorrow. Hallelujah.
I forgot my money.
I hate to say it, Kathy, but it's a plain, simple fact. Having Richard here is a first-class drag. Last week, you were defending him all over the place. Well, that was last week. I'll tell you something. You never know a man until you've lived under the same roof with him. That's original. I'm sorry to have to say this, too, but Richard is inconsiderate and stubborn, and he eats like an army of warrior ants.
Richard, lunch is ready.
Hey, you better stand back, Nat. You know what happens when Richard hears lunch.
You're liable to get trampled into a salad.
Where is Richard?
I haven't seen him since breakfast. Oh, he's probably upstairs. I'll go get him.
Hey, if Richard's upstairs when lunch is down here, he must be sick.
Well, if he hasn't eaten since breakfast, he may have starved to death.
I don't think either one of you is being very funny.
Hey! He's not up there. What do you mean he's not there? He's gone, and so are all his things.
Well, what does that mean?
Do you suppose someone could have hurt his feelings?
Oh, boy. When am I ever going to learn to keep my big fat mouth shut?
You don't have to apologize, Patty. I must have been the creep of all time.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't?
No. Maybe you were a little noisy, but nobody's perfect.
Oh, I never said I was perfect.
Oh, what I mean is you're only human.
Oh, I know I have my faults.
Oh, so what of it, Richard? Look, every teenage boy is sloppy and clumsy.
And eats like an army of warrior ants.
And is also an eavesdropper.
Yeah, well, you're not so perfect yourself.
Who said I was?
And neither's your family.
Hey, now, just a minute. Let's not get personal. What's wrong with my family?
All right, take your father. Boy, him and his corny jokes.
Corny jokes. I noticed you got hysterical every time he opened his mouth.
Well, that's because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. I was being polite.
Oh, just like you were being polite when you ate everything in the house except the furniture?
Well, I might have eaten an awful lot, but I didn't enjoy it.
Oh, no, you just didn't want to hurt my mother's feelings.
Yeah, well, she can't cook like my mother.
She doesn't have to. She only has to feed people, not a human garbage disposal.
The way you slap around with all that grease all over your face and those curlers, you sure don't help a guy's appetite any.
Richard Harrison, you are the rudest, most ungrateful person I have ever known, and I never want to see you again.
Boy, is she sensitive.
You see, honey, when two people live together, their personalities are bound to clash and create some friction for a while.
But I thought I knew him so well.
Look at it this way, dear. It's kind of a rehearsal for marriage.
If that's the rehearsal, I'm not sticking around for the show.
You'll change your mind.
Now, of course you will. Marriage is a series of adjustments. Rough edges have to be smoothed out, compromises made, and that's a full-time job.
That's what I said. I'm not sticking around for the show.
Believe me, darling, it's worth the effort.
Well worth it.
Did you two go through all that torture?
I'll tell you a little secret. We still do occasionally.
Well, anyway, I guess I'll just have to find somebody else to rub edges with. After that hassle we had, I'll never see it. I'll get it. Richard.
Well, hello, Richard.
Hi, Rich.
My mother told me on the phone to give you flowers after I left.
Richard, wait a minute. Now, look, we've all known each other too long to let a little misunderstanding ruin our friendship.
He's right, Richard. I'm awfully sorry about what happened, Richard. Would you forgive us?
Please, Rich.
You mean you're not mad at me?
Of course not.
Why would anybody be mad? We were glad to have you.
Of course, Rich. It was a great experience.
Oh, gee, thanks. You're not just saying that to make me feel better.
Of course not.
What are friends for?
Anytime your folks are out of town, you're welcome to stay here.
Oh, boy, that's great. I just got a wire from Mom. As long as everything's going so well here, Mom and Dad are going to stay another week.
Well.
That's great, Rich.
Eileen, you know, you really turned me on.
Are you sure it's all right?
All right. It's a guess.
No, I mean my being here.
Well, sure. Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. It's just kind of spooky. Your date bringing you to another girl's house.
Oh, don't worry about that. The Lanes want me to feel like one of the family.
I know, but
You know
still...
what I said to myself the first time I saw you?
Richard.
That's right. I said to myself, Richard.
Hi, Rich. Oh, hello, Eileen. Say, would you kids like a sandwich?
Now?
Oh, sure. You come out of the kitchen and I'll fix you something nice.
Hattie, we're not hungry and we're not going into the kitchen.
Oh, all right. Then I'll go in and get a sandwich and come back here and we'll all sit down and have a nice little chat.
Here's Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. The Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair, but they're cousins. sometimes they even talk alike. You